Well, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone who's tuned in to our live broadcast from the Duncan Showroom for yet another great show of Canadian talent. By the way, I just got a little thing on Facebook, and you know, I like music, and I like the whole idea of what music does. The hockey series is on right now, some international hockey series. Montreal, it's Canada and United States are playing. In the first 10 seconds, there's 3 fights. You know? You don't see that when we're watching music. Hardly even a disagreement. That's why I like music. I never did like that rough and tough stuff. Anyway, it's good to see some people here tonight. But this broadcast is making sure that you get to understand some of the great people that write songs in this great country of ours. Matter of fact, tonight we have someone starting off who's going to be actually from our Cowichan Valley. Malakai is going to be starting off tonight. And then we have Robert Atyeo, who's all the way on. My days of knowing him was from Peterborough, Ottawa. He used to come down to Ottawa and play there at Irene's. And just generally in that Ontario thing. But he's moved out west for the last little while. And he's here tonight to give us some of his great songwriting skills. I think you'll enjoy it. We had a little Willie P. Bennett memorial this afternoon just because it's been 17 years since that gentleman left us. Great songwriter that he was, and a great singer and a great performer. So we had a little bit of fun this afternoon with that, and here we are this evening, all ready to go with a whole different aspect of what music's about. But again, it's still about songwriters. I still like the idea of original music, which is what Willie P. Bennett had done for us. Because of my feelings towards him and what we were doing and the fact that people didn't always listen, we created a listening room, which after 21 years is now finally being people are copying this across the country. Listening rooms are opening up all over the place. A lot of things on home roots, by the way, which is when they do house concerts across the country in various little communities all the way across. And now it appears, Tim, that we're on the home roots. Yeah, there's got 2 ladies coming in on March 5th, and when they found out they're going to have an opportunity to play here, they got very excited. And I believe they should be, because this is one of the venues that you want to. And for those in the audience, it's a great sounding room. And Dr. Ted makes sure that everything just works real fine. For those that are tuning in, the sound, the lights, the camera work, all that is done by one person at the back, Dr. Ted Cadillac. Big round of applause for those people in the room for him. Yeah, yep. But anyway, this young guy, Malakai, he's played at the 39 Days of July many times. He will be playing again this year at that festival. We work with him quite a bit. He's going to be here on March 21st, which happens to be his 16th birthday. And for the last 5 or 6 years, what do you want for your birthday, Malakai? Can I do a concert? So we've always let him have a concert. So this year we'll be doing exactly the same thing. But right now we're going to give you a little bit of a preview. He's got 3 songs for you. But he needs to be felt welcome. So those in the audience, please make him feel real comfortable. Malakai.
Thank you, John. How's everybody doing tonight? This first song is a song that I wrote. This entire set, I'm just doing 3 songs, but they're all originals. And this one's a song that I wrote about my dad. And it's called Ashes in the Sand.
Body was my shield, guarding me from life, from the sadness and the madness, my worries and my strife. Your hands will pull me back up to any hole that I fell in. You'd sort out all my problems, turn my frown into a grin. When I travel around the world, I'll always have you on my mind. At every mile marker, at every stop sign. From Tokyo to Cairo, Vancouver to Milan, I'll be thinking of which beach I'll spread your ashes in the sand. Walk me places in any kind of weather. When my life fell apart, you put the pieces back together. Your arms will hug me sweetly after I was reassembled. But you didn't buy a body, oh, it was just a rental. When I travel around the world, I'm thinking about you every day. At every gas station, for every bathroom break. From India to Germany, from Mali to Peru, I'll always have you on my mind, I'll always think of you. Your voice will speak to me when I play your guitar. You won't be here on earth for now, you'll rest upon the star. Your love has helped to guide me through many, many years. You've made me strong and all along you helped me conquer fear. The book of life never stops, you gotta turn the page. So whenever I'm performing, I'll think of you up on the stage. You come to New Brunswick when I'm playing all my songs. I'll keep your love inside me and my heart where it belongs.
Thank you. So in 2 days, I'm getting on a plane and flying to Montreal for the International Folk Alliance Conference. And I'm going, thank you. And I'm going with Tim and John, so that'll be a fun trip. Gonna break backstage at shows. It's hard to get backstage in a hotel room. I feel like the entire room is just backstage. But it's a really cool event, and I'm really excited for it. If you don't know what it's like, I've never been there, but Tim and John have. And from what I've heard, it's a huge hotel, and they rent out all the rooms to different venues and organizations and stuff, and a bunch of shows are just happening all the time. And it's all just a bunch of great music. And I'm happy to be going there. And this next song is another original of mine. That last original I played was Ashes in the Sand. I wrote it for my dad who passed away a few years, 9 years ago now, something like that. And that was like the first original that I wrote that I was like, I'm really happy with this and I'm probably gonna play it for the rest of my life. Like, I had written songs before, but they weren't at a level I want them to be. And this next one is the one that I wrote, I think, like 2 years after. Something like that. But this song's called Oslo.
Is gone, but blurry vision stays. I can't feel when I stand. If I can, I don't know how much more that I can take. Running out of time and luck, and all I have is pocket change. Something's in the air and I can't breathe it in. I'm always moving around in my life. We all are just making our way. Pacific one weekend, Europe the next. I just wanna find somewhere to stay. Hopefully somewhere cold where I can rest. I found Norway, built myself a nest. Ropes and carabiners left here by a couple, climbing the rocks that I never could climb myself. Picked the rope up and picked up some sticks on the rubble. I built myself a home without a doorbell. Knock on the wall if you need me, though I will not answer till you see my face. Talking is not my strong suit, I don't like dressing up. I don't like moving swimming around in my life, but I have to stay above surface. No one has asked me to stay afloat, and I'm starting to notice no purpose. I've found somewhere cold where I can lay. Norway sees me here another day. Hide and seek, you won. You found me in my home, turned on the light. Daytime shines, you can see the sun, but you just saw me say carry me from Oslo down to Canada to home. Sometimes I regret the choices that brought me here. I always moved around in the night, and I never had opened my vision. I like the dark and I don't hate the light, but I never could see any difference. Time to go, my time to go to sleep. Norway left my life all in a heap. Thank you. If there's anyone that is currently watching this that is wondering, I play guitar, and why doesn't my guitar sound like this? Why doesn't it have an open chord when I strum it? It's because my guitar is special. No, it's just in an alternate tuning. But it's a tuning that is, I sometimes change it between open E and open D and open E flat. But it's all basically it's all the same tuning structure. D, A, D for that nice kind of power chord, and then the major third. So in this case, it's F sharp, A, D. And so if anyone knows how to play guitar and wants to try something new, try this tuning. You can watch it back online if you're in the room right now. Look into it. It's an awesome tuning. I write most of my songs in it. I don't know if anyone's actually interested in that, but I like talking about it because it's an underrated tuning. This last song is another one I wrote.
And this song's called Another Day. And it's really happy. It's about different perspectives of death. So it's great for parties and great for bars and stuff, you know? Really bring the vibe up. This song's called Another Day.
Assigned my life to a doctor. Whatever happens, they are guilty for. So now I'm stuck in a bed, but at least I'm living. I hope all of my friends will come and visit more. Will I see the time go by on the clock on the wall? When I'm done, when I'm dead, when I'm gone? Will I see the light go flat for a second? Will I see my last breath come from my lungs? Will I go to hell or heaven, or is it all fabricated? Will my pictures all be hung, or will they ever fade? Will someone try to break what's left of this portrait I painted? Will it all live to see another day? Are they all doing this to make me happy? Will something come along to take its place? Sold my soul to a knot. I let it take my breath away. I'm too tired to keep living on. I don't want them all to come here see me hang. At least I won't have to feel the guilt. They will think that it is all their fault. I feel like I should have lived, I should have stayed. Now I feel happy, I cannot feel at all. They understand my point of view and read the note I left. I know it wasn't the right choice, will they ever accept? At least the weight is off me now when I'm done, the secret's kept. I'll tell all of my stories when I see them after death. I know I dove in alive about a quarter. I quit it now, I realize the death. I was young, I wanted to dance. Now I do just what I'm told. I wanna go to Spain and France, got no more chance to. Now I'm insane if I think I might go old. Don't know why I chose this path I didn't wanna do, but if I die in war, my legacy is sad. I don't know why I couldn't dance like how I wanted to. Now I'll die without learning a pirouette. I'll go to bed and rest my head, knowing it may be my last. I'll go now and tell myself I'm never coming back. I tell my friends I love them, but they're on a different track. I love my mother, will she recover? I cannot think of that. I'm sleeping in a bunker underground. I can't be found by anyone, not even mom or dad.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Long John, for letting me get up here.
You know how much fun we're going to have in Montreal showcasing you? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God, this little kid you might want to listen to. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm loving it. You better chaperone us, make sure we don't get in trouble, okay? Now, last time, there was one time this summer where he played that song, and I think about 15 people came up and asked if he was okay. It's okay, it's okay. He says, no, it's in the third person. It's okay. What a writer. What
It's
a
not
performer.
about me.
Yes. Malakai, give it up for him, please. And now, were we going to take a break? Does anyone need a break? Do you need to use the washroom or anything? Not that everybody now would know if you did, but we won't get expose everybody. Robert, are you almost ready? Yeah. Where are you? There you are. There, you're hiding over there. Okay. Not in our illustrious green room.
No, I was in there. I just wanted to watch the show.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now, Robert, I'm really looking forward to this. One of the things to remember is that Robert is not only a musician, good guitar player, and a great songwriter, but he's also a painter, I discovered. He's got some of his paintings over here, so after the set, do come over and take a look at what he's got for product and just get an idea of where this gentleman is. Renaissance, whatever, he's there. He's doing all sorts of things, and I'm sure glad that he's still in the business. I knew him years ago, and sometimes you see people just sort of falling off, especially after COVID, but this man didn't. He's still writing. He's still putting out some great music. Please give him a warm welcome to the stage, Robert Atyeo.
Guitar, microphone. Plug in guitar. Pay my taxes. Sure is nice to be in Duncan. This is the first time I've ever played Duncan. Well, actually, that's not true. Earlier today, I did a we did do a little show here. So, and yeah, I love it out west here. I've been out here about 6 years now, and earlier in my life, I studied music at Capilano University in the 80s, and now I'm back. This is a little song called South of Tofino. It's about leaving Peterborough to come west to hang out at my favorite camp spot just south of Tofino. My wristwatch is ticked off, yelling something about midnight. Time is a-talking, telling me where to go. There's a factory across town, waiting for my arrival. Tonight's a double feature, and they're waiting for me to show. But I'm on a double date with Destiny and her big sister Freedom. We're following the sun. We're headed for the west coast where the big mountains rumble. Just south of Tofino, the ocean mumbles my name. North Ontario goes on like a giant Tom Thompson. Winnipeg is halfway from the only cafe. Prairies are out there, the farms as big as countries. There's a song on the wind that Ian Tyson used to play. Right, I'm on a double date with Destiny and her big sister Freedom. We're following the sun. We're headed for the west coast where the big mountains rumble. Just south of Tofino, the ocean mumbles my name. There's a creek that's bragging about those gorgeous three sisters. They look down on the highway from the cliffs up above. I'm winding my way through the blue Canadian Rockies. Well, I can feel the tide pulling my heart to the sea. I'm on a double date with Destiny and her big sister Freedom. We're following the sun. We're headed for the west coast where the big mountains rumble. Just south of Tofino, the ocean mumbles my name. I'm winding my way through the blue Canadian Rockies. I can feel the tide pulling my heart to the sea, where the sun dips its head into the ocean. Just south of Tofino, that's where I wanna be. Yeah, just south of Tofino, that's where I wanna be. Yeah, just south of Tofino, campground number 13. Thank you very much. Yeah, road songs. There's another road song after my son was born. I had a tour that I was going on. It was like a month-long tour out west and back. And so I went and I was out there, you know, like I had this one minute, I had this brand new baby boy, the pride and joy in my life, and in my hands, and then I was driving and he wasn't coming with me. So it was really strange. It was really hard. And I remember just pulling into a town, I don't know, Winnipeg or Kenora or someplace, and talking to my wife and saying, "Oh, just put him on. I just want to hear his breath." And so I could hear this. It was the sweetest sound. So after I got home, he didn't know who I was. Started crying. I picked him up. He's like, "Ah!" But I wrote this song called Your Rhododendron. And I just finished it. I was downstairs in my studio, and Stephen Fearing walks in the door, and I got these tears running down my face, and he's going, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I just wrote a song." He goes, "Oh, that explains it." So I played it for him, and he said, "Yeah, repeat that verse twice and do this and do that." And it's like, okay. So I did what he told me to, and this is what we got. Well, I just don't know when I stubbed my toe. It was so long ago since I fell down. I don't remember where, my memory isn't there, but I'll travel anywhere just to be with you. I climbed a mountain once, took me a couple of months, and I felt like such a dunce when I couldn't get down. Nature put me to the test. I found an eagle's nest, and I guess I should have guessed I've been thinking of you. I can't work in a factory, I'm better running free. Yeah, my heart is up a tree where it can see for miles. Yeah, one day this road will end and your rhododendron will come on home again until it's time to leave. Yet it seems somehow my horse is behind my plow. I'm gone too often. Well, it's raining gasoline. The horizon is glistening, and soon the sun will scream himself to sleep. I can't work in a factory, I'm better running free. My heart is up a tree where it can see for miles. One day this road will end, your rhododendron will come on home again till it's time to leave. One day this road will end and your rhododendron will come on home again till come on home again till it's time to. How many of you have done dating with on the internet? But I ended up doing it once and met this beautiful, wonderful woman, and it was great. Everything worked out. I'm happy now, and now I don't have to worry about dating anymore. And yeah, I highly recommend it. You got to be careful, though, from what I'm told. There are pitfalls involved. This song's called "Lookin'." Looking for someone who's patient and kind, so when I do my dance they don't lose their mind. Well, I've been dancing before I could walk, and I've been singing before I could talk. I'd like to find somebody who's patient and kind. I'd like to find somebody with a big imagination, so when I'm hard to believe there's no expiration. Sometimes my creative bent gets a little way too bent. That's why I'd like to find somebody with a big imagination. 'Cause I'm looking, I'm looking, looking for someone. I'd like to find somebody with a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And if they're gonna buy a dog, it better be a Shih Tzu. A hypoallergenic, if you please. All them other dogs gonna make me sneeze. That's why I'd like to find somebody with a black belt in jiu-jitsu. If I'm lucky, I'll find somebody with a big bag of cash. Someone with a camper van filled up with gas. A camper van with food in the fridge, yeah, so we can have summer on the Lionsgate Bridge. That's why I like to find somebody with a big bag of cash. 'Cause I'm looking, I'm looking for someone. Well, I like to find somebody with a beautiful face. So if I look in her eyes, I might lose my place. Sleepy eyes and a golden smile, walking arm in arm down the golden mile. That's why I like to find somebody with a beautiful face. I'd like to find somebody with a beautiful heart. Somebody who can teach me how to do my part. Someone to teach me the art of giving, yeah, 'cause taking all the time is just no way of living. That's why I like to find somebody with a big, beautiful heart, yeah, baby, 'cause I'm looking, I'm looking for someone. song called Who Decides. Why do you put up with me? 'Cause patience is a virtue and love is the key. We're both tired of hurting and aching inside. We'll either multiply or we'll divide. Who decides? Who decides why do lovers fall apart or run around with each other's heart? Run around this crazy town trying to track the devil down. Who decides? Who decides? Why do people have to starve when they're living out in our front yard? People dying on the street, lying there frozen at your feet. Who decides? Who decides? Yeah, who decides? Who decides? Why do people have to kill? Is it for the money or is it for the thrill? When will all the killing end? Why can't we all be friends? Who decides? Who decides? Yeah, who decides? Who decides? Thank you very much. So cool. I was going through some stuff on my Facebook, and I saw this thing pop up about a tribute to Willie P. Bennett on Blue Valentine's Day and here, and so I messaged Long John and hadn't touched base with him in many years. And so I talked about these songs that I had been writing And so I wrote one about Willie. And at the time, I didn't even know it was about him. And it was just another song I was thinking. And then all of a sudden, I went in to record it. And I just found out that Willie had passed away, Willie P. Bennett. And so I went to my brother phoned me. He said, "You better go get a Globe and Mail. There's something there you might want to read." And I kind of knew. I had just talked to him, Willie, about 2 days before, and he said, "Yeah." He says, "I did. I had a bad heart attack. The doctor said I damaged my heart really bad." And he said, "Now he says, I got to be very careful." And, he says, "It's the second one that gets you." And so anyways, the second one got him. Joe Staple went into Willie's bedroom and says, "Hey, you're going to be late for your gig if you don't get moving." And he found Willie just lying peacefully on the bed. And that was it. So so he went away. And I started writing this song. And then when I was in the studio, a few days later, I was recording it, and I felt this, like there was someone else in there with me in the booth. And I've spent a lot of time around Willie. We did many hours in the studio and on stage and in a car driving down the highway. And I know what his presence feels like. And this was definitely his presence. And after the song was done, I went, "Oh yeah, Willie was here guiding me through this one." You could hear it in the recording. And it's called "Walking By." Flight of a white butterfly, like a Kleenex falling from the sky, like an angel in the wink of an eye. I feel you walking by, walking by, walking by. Walking by. But a piano plays a perfect tune, like a full moon in the month of June. Yeah, when your light enters my living room, and I feel you walking by, walking by, walking by, walking by. get rid of that electric chair. I see you walking by. Walking by. Yeah. Walking by. Walking by. Thank you so much. It's a little political protest sort of thing. It deals with a whole bunch of different aspects of living on this planet and enjoying nature, enjoying all the other things, and having to put up with some things that aren't very natural and rather man-made. It's called Salamander Propaganda. Puddle on a hill, there's a puddle on the run. Can't sit still until the journey is done. No, it can't sit still when it's up on a hill. The puddle gotta run until the journey is done. You can't fool Mother Nature. Goose in the fall, here's the long lost call. Feels the summer breeze blowing down through the trees, like a southern breeze, blowing down through the trees, like a long lost call to a goose in the fall. Yeah, going south for the winter. Baby in a manger, dude nailed to the cross. Doesn't know the danger, yes, soon to meet the boss. Doesn't know the danger, lying in a manger, nailed to the cross. Yes, soon to meet the boss. Rockabye, baby, baby, bye-bye. Big CEO, making all the money. Workers down below, yeah, making all the honey. Yeah, the workers down below. The big CEO won't be making any honey if there's too little money. tanks that control the population. Yeah, the laws and the tanks made by the great big banks that control the population are gonna call everybody. Wipe the sleep from your eyes. A revolution on the rise. Yeah, baby. Sound familiar? It's called My Little Boy's Smile. And it talks a lot about the devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other, and how they whisper things in your ear. One tries to get you to eat potato chips, and the other tries to get you to go have an apple. And sometimes when you're not paying attention, they get together and they do some dancing behind your back. And there's a lot of gray area between angels and devils. Time to play the cards you're dealt. Try to lay them on the table. Take the good with the bad. Even though the table's not too level. Take the happy with the sad. 'Cause your angels love to dance with your devil. Money's all gone and your baby left town. Found out the truth was just a fable. Yesterday was good, today is bad. Your palace feels more like a stable. Suddenly happy looks so sad. Devil's dancing with your angel. Oh. I always thought my life would never end. There's no expiry on my label. Life was pretty good and sometimes bad. A little boy's smile made my eyes twinkle. His little heart'll be so sad. And I end up dancing with my Thank you so much. This is a little hootenanny tune you can all join in on if you want. And it's about back in the days when I was a vampire and a werewolf. I was a hybrid. This young lady, I think we were in Okotoks. Met her in Okotoks, Alberta. Could have been Omimi, Ontario, just down the street from Neil Young's house. Anyways, this is called Little Hot Tamale, and there's a howling at the moon part that you'll hear it, and when you hear it, just go nuts. Well, I'm her candy man, she's my gravy train. I'm a guitar's and she's my favorite Jane. It's like a cannon going off when she enters the room. She blows me away, she's my little typhoon. Well, I'm just saying, oh by golly, yeah, she's my little hot tamale. And tonight we're gonna be howling at the moon. I'm just saying, oh by golly, she's my little hot tamale. And tonight we're gonna be howling at the beautiful. She'll say anything just to make me laugh. Sometimes I stumble around like a drunken giraffe. She's preaching to the choir neath the big old moon. She's gonna save me from the devil, she's gonna heal my wounds. Yeah, I'm just saying, oh by golly, yeah, she's my little hot tamale. Tonight we're gonna be howling at the moon. I'm just saying, oh by golly, yeah, she's my little hot tamale. And tonight we're gonna be howling at the sun comes up, we glide on home. Hard to tear us away like a dog from a bone. Lay low for a while, mind our P's and Q's. Try to behave until the next full moon. Uh-oh, look out. I'm just saying she's my, I'm just saying, oh by golly, yes, she's my little hot tamale. And tonight we're gonna be howling at the moon. I'm just saying, oh by golly, yes, she's my little hot tamale. And tonight we're gonna be howling at the sound like you got lots of problems. I'm gonna have to bring a vet to the shows. I'm just saying, oh by golly, yeah, she's my little hot tamale. And tonight we're gonna be howling at the moon. I'm just saying, oh by golly, she's my little hot tamale. And tonight we're gonna be howling at the what? Oh, that sounds so beautiful. You guys are great. Okay, the song's over. Get out the dart gun, John. We're in trouble. My God. So, this is a song called The Pension. Pension means two things. It's that gigantic check that Pierre or that Justin gives you every month when you turn 65, so you can buy as much food as you need and pay exorbitantly high rents and it doesn't bother you. And you'll have lots left over for putting in the bank to save up. And you know, it's great. And the other thing it means, you got a pension to do something. You got a, you know, it's something, it's a desire, it's something you really want to do. And so that's what this one talks about, both those pensions. The geese are flying high in the polar bear sky. Summer's down south for the winter. The wind is whispering secrets we've all heard before. Frost carves the window, something's howling at your door. You got a pension to follow. What you can't beg, you borrow. You gotta think about tomorrow. Soon you'll be flying. The factories are closing down. It's a dying little town. Streets are full of nothing but memories. Your pockets were always jingling. Everyone was singing. The dollars fell like leaves. They're all blown in the wind. You got a pension to follow. What you can't beg, you borrow. You gotta think about tomorrow. Soon you'll be flying. Sailing down the road, where you going you don't know. Everything is brand new and shiny. Some girls drive by, you got something in your eye. Your heart is full of nothing but fire. You got a penchant to follow. What you can't beg, you borrow. You gotta think about tomorrow. Soon you'll be flying. So you catch up with her in Vegas. You get married by the king. Bitten by the bug and now you live with a sting. Life is like a pop song that the Beatles will never sing. Your old friends are slipping away. You got a pension to follow. What you can't beg, you borrow. You gotta think about tomorrow. Soon you'll be flying. Geese are flying high, polar bear sky. Summer's down south for the winter. Thank you very much. I haven't been playing a lot. I was playing 250 shows a year at one point and touring back and forth across the nation and down into the States, and I was doing pretty good. I had some airplay on CBC. I got to talk on Morningside and As It Happens, and I got sued by the Friendly Giant. Well, he didn't really sue me. He threatened to sue me because I named Willie P. Bennett and Tony Corrington were my bandmates, and they said, you got to think of a name for this. So I called them the Friendly Giants because they were giants in the music business, and I was just this newbie that was starting out, and they were being friendly to me. So I figured, that's a good name, and we'll never get famous, and Friendly will never hear about it, and it'll never happen. But when you got Willie P. Bennett in your band, and you got Tony Corrington playing incredible guitar, and you got Lynn Hurry, the past president of Mariposa, as your manager, and the next thing you know, you're playing all kinds of festivals. You're playing big concert halls, and things just explode when you got that recipe going. And so one day I got a phone call from Friendly. He's like, "Hello, this is Bob Homey." And he said, "I'm the Friendly Giant." I said, "I know who you are." I said, "I grew up watching you in my pajamas with my little sister every morning, eating our shreddies and watching Jerome the Draft and Rusty the Rooster and hey, Jerome, get off my foot." And, it was just the greatest show for me. That was so real. Those cats playing jazz with a flute and stuff. And Friendly could really honk on that recorder. And so, anyways, he says, my wife and I listen to you on CBC, and we really like your music, but you're going to have to change the name because we got mothers are phoning us saying they took their kids to your show to see us, and you're singing songs about drinking wine and making love. So we got a bit of an image conflict, and so I was like, "Oh, geez, sorry about that, Friendly. I didn't mean to bum you out, man." And so, anyways, he says, "We're coming to see you play. We'll talk about it then." And so I was setting up this show in Belleville, and the promoter comes up and he says, "When you're done your sound check, there's somebody that wants to talk to you." And I'd forgotten all about it, and so I go down to this table afterwards, and there's this little wee guy. He's about 4.5 feet tall, and he's gray, and he's very old now, and his beautiful wife is there with him, and they're sitting at this table. He says, "Hi, I'm Bob Homey," and he shakes my hand. He says, "Come have a glass of wine with us." So we sat there, and we talked, and he told me all kinds of stories about Jerome saying the F-bomb on TV and once, and they didn't know that the mics were on, and all kinds of little stories like that were so funny, and he was so amazing and so beautiful, and his wife was just so kind and lovely, and I got a buzz on with a friendly giant, a wine buzz on. It was the best. It was like a peak of my career, and so anyways, we ended up on As It Happens, and we duked it out. We staged it so that it would sound like we were really mad at each other, and then at the end he said, "You got to change it, or I'll sue you. My lawyers went after the Bank of Montreal when they did it, and if we can sue them, we can definitely step on you." It was so funny, and so Michael Enright's just eating this up, and he doesn't know that we're like already decided that I was going to stop calling it that. So Michael Enright goes, "So Robert," he says, what are you going to call your band?" And I said, "Well, we've been rolling around a few names, and I think the one we like the best is the Nasty Midgets." So Willie said, "Just call it the Robert Atyeo Band." That's what it ended up being. We ended up just being the Robert Atyeo Band, and that seemed to be okay. People knew who I was then because I'd been on radio lots with this. And yeah, it was great. So this is a song called Crows. It's about a bunch of crows that were out in a golf course behind my house. And one day I didn't have my glasses on. I came in early in the morning. I sat down. I had my guitar and I was playing this little thing. And I looked over and I thought there were guys dressed in black, in a row walking down the pathway. And I thought, it must be Johnny Cash Day at the golf course or something. And Undertaker's Day or something. And but anyways, it was a bunch of crows. When I put my glasses on, I found out what they were. And this is what ended up happening. Crows as big as golfers strutting across the green. They're dark and they're nasty, indigestible and mean. They might not burn your house down, but they may take a garden shed. They'll be in there all day playing poker, yeah, and reading the Book of the Dead. Accidentally they'll use your wishing well and sleep in a fireplace. But they don't want you to know they're albinos. You never see a crow lose face. They don't want you to know they're albinos. You never see a crow lose face. Crows as big as golfers strutting across the green. They're dark and they're nasty and they're indigestible and mean. Crows as big as golfers Thank you. I wrote a song once when I was driving a car, and file my nail down. And so I was coming back from a tour that I'd gone all the way out to, I think Nanaimo or Gabriola Island was the last show I played, and then I had to go back to Calgary to do a photo shoot with Larry Christmas and this photographer guy, and then after that I just hopped in my car and I drove straight to Peterborough. And by the time I got to Winnipeg, I was just like, it was like an acid trip. You just were like not tired anymore. You go through the wall and you're just like wide awake and you're driving along, and all of a sudden this blizzard comes in and the roads are icy and there's all kinds of cars in the ditch on the Trans-Canada and jackknife trailers and stuff, and I'm thinking, geez, I'm really lucky to be still on the road here. And so I started, this song just started going in my head, and I was figuring I must have some angels in the backseat, and so I ended up just writing this song in my head, and you know, I had to keep my hands on the wheel, so I couldn't write it down, so I just repeated the first verse about 50 times till I had it memorized, and then I went on to the second verse and I repeated it 50 times until I had it memorized, and then the third verse 50 times, and by the time I got to Sudbury it was written, it was finished, and I sang it all the way back to Peterborough. And so I got into my little place there and I pressed the record on my tape recorder, and I grabbed my guitar and I recorded it, and then I pressed stop and I fell over in my bed and woke up 2 days later, and then I pressed play and I went, ooh, that's a keeper. So I got the Bird Sisters, Tana Slimmin, and I got Sue Smith to come in and do some harmonies. David Woodhead put some fretless bass on it. Neil Chapman, he used to play with Buffy St. Marie and Joni Mitchell and Leonard Cohen and Colleen Peterson. Such a great guitar player. And I said, I want some ethereal, Dark Side of the Moon guitar. So we put this song together in the studio. My eyes getting heavy, I've been on the road since 7, crying tears of lead, and I'm on my way to heaven. I got a couple of angels in the backseat, showing me the light and the way. Well, I can't wait to get to heaven. It's a place I've never been to. Spend some time in hell is something I am no longer into. There's some dead people I'd like to talk to. I'm missing them way too long. I'm always in a hurry just to get to where I'm going. Big hand moves a little faster and the little hand is slow. And if I don't lose that bottle, this just might be last call. Well, the clock upon the wall, it has a funny way of showing when your time is all used up and you know you must be going, and all the money that you saved up can't buy you a nickel of time. And all the money in the world can't buy you any more time. My eyes are getting heavy. I've been on the road since 7, crying tears of lead, and I'm on my way to heaven. I got a couple of angels in the backseat showing me the light and the way. I got a couple of angels in the backseat showing me the light and the way. Thank you very much. This song took me 7 years to write. I wrote the first 2 verses in about 10 minutes, and then I got a knock on the door that I had to go answer, so I put it in my drawer of my desk, and I went down, and we got talking, and the next thing you know, I forgot all about the song, and about 7 years later, I moved from Peterborough to Guelph, and I was going through my drawer, and I found this song, and I thought, oh, that's a nice song. So I finished the other verse in about 5 minutes. But I tell everybody it took me 7 years, because Leonard Cohen, he's always bragging about, it took me a year and a half just to write this one word. And, I pondered over it, and it wasn't quite right, so I changed the letters. So I was like, yeah, well, suck on that. 7 years, buddy. And so it's called Floating and Humming, and it talks about the different scenarios love might throw at you. Love got caught in a panty raid. Love is slow, love is stupid. It's a sitting duck just waiting for Cupid. Love scared silly from the hardcore porn, watching TV all ripped and torn. Yeah, love on the beach goes hand in hand. Love's face down with its head in the sand. tiny bird that's floating and humming. It'll fly to the moon with your breath in its beak. When it comes home to roost, you'll learn how to speak about love. All about love. Yep. Let's see here. Okay. This is a song, and well, they're all songs, but it's actually an instrumental, but it's got some words to it. Remember how to play it. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. It's called Truth is a Lie. We were young, she was perfect. She was a poem on the tip of my tongue. I always thought that she had a boyfriend. I didn't know that I was the one. Ooh. She used to smile like she had a secret. Her eyes sparkled like the 4th of July. I didn't know she had something to tell me, 'cause I always thought the truth, yeah, the truth was a lie. Truth was a lie. Yeah. Truth was a lie. Yeah, baby. Truth was a lie. Truth was a lie, and that was my secret. Some people saw it when they looked in my eye. Make people laugh, they think you're happy, till they learn that the truth was a lie. Truth was a lie. Yeah. Oh, baby. Truth was a lie. Oh, but look out, stand back. The truth was a lie. They give you pills to make you happy. Another slice of pharmaceutical pie. Yeah, they're getting rich. We're going crazy. I always knew that the truth was a lie. Oh yeah, truth was a lie. Oh, truth was a lie. Oh baby, truth was a lie. One thing's for certain, when they pull the final curtain, whether you're hurting or about to fry, the fat lady singing and the bells are ringing, and you'll soon find out if the truth was a lie. Truth was a lie. Oh yeah. Truth was a lie. Oh baby, the truth was a lie. Yeah. How we doing for time out there? I'm doing good. I haven't seen the sun come up yet, so. We're still okay. Well, I used to have this little cottage, and it was right on the water. It was just north of Peterborough, just south of Lakefield, and just north of Trent University. And I loved it. I used to, I had this woman who lived just up the river, up current, and so I would swim up to her place. She invited me up for supper, so I swam up to her place, and she had a table and everything out on the dock with candles, and it was nice, and I didn't get eaten by any perch or anything on the way up, so we're sitting there, and we're having dinner and telling jokes and dancing in the moonlight. It was a wonderful evening. And then at the end of the night, I just rolled off the dock and just floated home. It was a wonderful way to go. And this is a song called Woman Upstream. Well, she lives in a shack beside the water, seen from out of a dream. Her hair cascades like Victoria Falls, and her eyes are a laser beam green. I got a woman upstream, looking like a dream come true. I got a woman upstream, I'm gonna swim till my lips turn blue. Well, the water is cold, but the current is strong, and nothing's gonna keep me away. My mama was a mermaid and my dad's a manatee. I'm gonna swim like there is no today. I got a woman upstream, looking like a dream come true. I got a woman upstream, I'm gonna swim till my dreams come true. Well, I saw her one day when I was fishing. I didn't have a nibble all day. It was getting kinda late and I was running out of bait, so I went home to think of something good to say. I got a woman upstream, looking like a dream come true. I got a woman upstream, I'm gonna swim till my dreams come true. Woohoo, yeah! Veranda picking banjo was a tune that I'd never heard. She was plucking that string and my heart began to sing. It was beating like a little hummingbird. I got a woman upstream, looking like a dream come true. I got a woman upstream, I'm gonna swim till my dreams come true. Now sport fishing's all about the trophies. Some sing about the one that got away. And well, if I get stuffed and she hangs me on the wall, at least I get to see her every day. I got a woman upstream, looking like a dream come true. I got a woman upstream, I'm gonna swim like my dreams come true. I'm gonna swim till my lips turn blue. I'm gonna swim till my dreams come true. Get in trouble. And it's called Bungalows and Barbecues. And I'm a big fan of Noam Chomsky. And I started reading him many years ago, Manufacturing of Consent, I think. Great book. And it sort of laid out, this was back in like the early 90s. It laid out exactly what's happening today down south, this very moment. And so, you know, I just was like, wow. And he just sort of tied in how the media was owned by the same people that owned the oil and that owned they own everything, basically. And it's the oligarchy, and they own the politicians, and they own the army, and they do what they want, anything that's going to make them money. So on that cheery note, we'll sing the song called Bungalows and Barbecues. Well, bungalows and barbecues, Mustangs and Subarus, driving around the neighborhood, stinking up the oxygen. Little kids on bicycles, sweating off their testicles, waiting for some popsicles, getting warmer every day. Why must we do the things that we just can't stop? Why can't we stop those things we do? Boys and girls holding hands, receiving messages from their glands. Soon there will be wedding bands, then there will be children living on a speck of dust. Good housekeeping is a must. Way too much greed and lust. Noam Chomsky's looking pretty good. Why must we do those things that we just can't stop? Why can't we stop those things we do? We used to run around a lot, drinking beer and smoking pot. Then we grew up. Some things never change, yeah. Everybody's judging those for sticking little things up inside their nose. Meanwhile, their favorite TV shows about drugs, rape, and murder. Why must we do those things that we just can't stop? Can't we stop the things we do? Yeah. There's always love. This is about when you meet somebody, you fall in love. And you just can't get enough of them. This usually happens about the first month of meeting them. And sometimes it might wear off a bit. But if you're lucky, it doesn't. Imagine falling in love with somebody and having that hot honeymoon period that lasts like your whole life with them. This is just a little advice I got when I was younger about how to keep love alive. As Tom Robbins used to say, how do we make love stay? If I were in your shoes, I'd feel just like you do, and maybe then I'd treat you much better than I do. If you were in her shoes and she were in yours, maybe you'd love each other just a little bit more. Hold on to your love if it fits like a glove. might be the only one sent from above. Because your true love can get enough of your love. Yeah, your true love can get enough of your love. So many moons, so many stars away from where I wanna be. This old tired spaceship's running a little low on faith. Well, I'm tired and I wanna go home. To hold on to your love if it fits like a glove, might be the only one sent from above. Because your true love can get enough of your love. Yeah, your true love can get enough of your love. We keep singing songs, writing books, and making movies of how true love gets torn all apart. You think that by now we'd have figured it out, how to take better care of our hearts. Just hold on to your love if it fits like a glove, might be the only one sent from above. Because your true love can't get enough of your love. Yeah, your true love can't get enough of your love. Yes, your true love can't get enough of your love. Ooh. Yeah, your true love can't get enough of your love. Thank you very much. My name's Robert Atyeo, and it's been such a pleasure to be here and play for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for coming out and braving the cold and the rain, and we'll hopefully see you guys again sometime. Thank you very much. I do have some CDs, and I have some paintings that I'm an abstract landscape painter on the side, so have a look, see what you think, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. God. Well, I only got 4 more of those to go, and then I can leave. Okay, this is a song, also the same sort of theme as the last one. It's about 2 people that fall in love when they're young and starting out, and they buy a little farm, and they have kids, and the kids grow up and move away, and these guys just are so in love with each other. They're just they never fight. They have hot sex every day, and the typical marriage, and so, they're 90 years old, and they're still rocking and bumping and just having a great time. And the lady's name is Stella. And so I thought I'd write this song and redeem that name after Mr. Kowalski made a mess of it. She was tall, she was gorgeous, oh my God, she was fit, and my nails got shorter bit by bit, and her sleepy eyes looked me up and down. She smiled at me with half a frown. She said, "This is it, tonight you're my fella." She introduced herself, said her name was... when there was nothing to do. We made it once or twice in a red canoe. We made love when it was soft, and when it was hard, we made it late one night in your backyard. Called lots of love, called it a cappella. When she snaps her fingers, I go running. Come on, everybody, what's her name? My hair's turned gray, my teeth are falling out. I'm gonna say to my darling, come on, sweet thing, let's go make some music even though we can't sing. Let's get down to it, do it in the cellar. What a way to go with a girl. You know who she is. Yeah, baby. Thank you very much. Stay in love, and if you aren't in love, fall in love. And get everybody, let's have some fun.
It starts with a train. Start the running again. Watching for a secret sign, a quilt on a clothesline, following the drunkard's path, staggering from east to west on the underground Glory of God was the name they gave the city of Windsor, so no one would know what they were talking about. And you know the quilt patterns? The quilts were hung on the lines to tell the runaway slaves what to do next. The patterns indicated certain things. The drunkard's path indicated that they were to weave from east to west on their way north. You know Harriet Tubman? She made it up on the Underground Railroad and became a conductor and made it down several times and picked up more and more passengers. Every time she went down, she'd say a little prayer. But first, we'll go back to the train. Oh, the train is waiting at the station. Conductor's at the door. The compass is a constellation with the stars in the north. Black Moses said, Lord, you've been with me through troubled times before. So, oh Lord, you stay with me through troubled times once more. On the Underground Railroad, all the way to Canada, it's a change for the better, I know. Soon as I can make it my home on the Underground Railroad, all the way to Canada, it's a change for the better, I know. Soon as I can make it my home, oh, as soon as I can make it my home, as soon as I can make it my Ooh, thank you.